Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 10:52 p.m. Yeah, it's a weird time for me to record an episode, but today was Thanksgiving. Did not wish you a happy Thanksgiving yesterday. If you are in America, I apologize, but here's one the day after. I forgot when I recorded the episode that went up yesterday. So I recorded it 2 days beforehand. Anyway, I'm here. I've been eating all day because it's Thanksgiving. I'm not a big eater, as I'm sure you're well aware, but I make an exception because, you gotta do what I can anyway. I don't eat a lot, but I'm I wasn't feeling up to streaming. So I figured, hey, I'll record a little Monster Train. I'll record a little, probably a little Into the Breach. We'll have a nice night. Take it easy. A little Awoken today for you. Very exciting. Well, we'll see how exciting it is. Exile melting, it's an acceptable level of exciting. I am reasonably excited. But yeah, that's what's up with me. Hope if you celebrated, hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. I did. I had a cannoli cake for dessert. That was pretty good. That was like the noteworthy food. It was a cake, and then the icing and the layer in between was cannoli filling. It was good. I like cannoli, so I am pro cannoli. Holy cannoli, if you will. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get rolling. Awoken, Exile, Melting. Pushback, Talos. Curse Fell, Patient Seraph, Restoration, Detonation, Purifying Cleanse, Bramble Ash. I feel like I've had a little bit of trouble with Awoken lately with not getting enough healing. I'm not going to play Sketches. I'm going to play Gnarled Root. We have Bramble Ash, so Spike Sentient sounds good here. Well, there's no Spike Sentient here today. I think I'll go Cultivate. Part of me wants to go Explosive, but I've just, I swear I've sworn off of this 100 times because it's never good. I'm gonna go Cultivating. I don't know. I feel like I've lost so many runs with it now. It just doesn't feel good anymore. I want to pick Volatile Gauge again. I'm gonna pick Volatile Gauge. I am a big believer in the gauge, and I know I've lost runs and people will say, oh well, Volatile Gauge is clearly bad, you lost this run. I disagree. I think the Volatile Gauge is good. One, there's a lot of ways that you high roll out of the downsides of Volatile Gauge, and two, even if you don't, you just take double energy and we have 9 draw per turn right now. That's pretty solid. Now the downside, of course, is I have nothing to do on these turns. My floor is going to be very weak, and I'm probably going to take a lot of damage. But that's not Volatile Gauge's fault. Well, it is Volatile Gauge's fault because I got extra pack shards for picking up Volatile Gauge, but that's not... I would do it again. Play the Restores, and hopefully I don't take infinity damage here. This is a tough fight, though. 103. I mean, there's not a whole lot for me to do here. The only thing that seems reasonable to me is to play Restoration, Detonation, and then play 2 Restores. Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go Reform a Train Steward and throw it top floor. It would do 10 damage and then it would just get healed back. I am taking 11. I'm taking 16 damage here. It's okay. We're going to play the remainder of this run, or the remainder of this early game as safe as we can, and we're going to hope that we make it out of the first 3 rooms. And if we do, we're probably going to win. I'll just say that as well. 22 damage, not too bad. We're getting there. He's almost dead. Forms? Really? That's kind of fucked up, Monster Train. Alright, I'll take a 6 here. Yeah, so I'm taking a lot of damage. It's to be expected. It's the trade I take for putting my faith in Volatile Gauge. I think I like Glimmer here. Any form of ping seems right. No way to mold it. I'll take Drip Fall. I think that's fine. Now, Volatile Gauge will have trouble with Curse Fell as well, but I stand by it. I don't think I want to play a Remnant plan, and I don't have the money for anything out of the Steel Shop. So I'm going to go hit up the Magic Shop here and make the card cheaper. Grab an Awoken banner, pick up Animus O Will. That is exactly who I would want to see here. I'm going to spend $1, and by 1 I mean 25, on a +10 for Glimmer. And then I'm going to leave this place because I want to bank some money to be able to reroll the Steel Shop. Because now I can reroll, even if I don't get any money in this combat, I can reroll the Steel Shop and then take the money in the middle if there's something I want. Which is good. Animus of Will is going to kill herself. We're going to play top floor and we're going to hope that we draw enough glimmers to not have that be the case. Which we actually might. But it's a shame because I'm going to then miss out on Cultivates, which is its own problem. But she absolutely domes herself. She just dies. There is no recourse. Oh, and then I reform her. Oh, you know what? It's actually good if she dies. I take it back. I should have played her on the lower floor. Yeah. Okay. Wait, so what do I do here then? If I don't end turn, I'm taking damage. I'm taking a lot. Or if I don't Glimmer, I take damage here. Right? For sure? For sure. Okay. I realize my mistake now. I hope it will not bite me. I understand what I've done is incorrect. And we will see where we end up. I'm gonna throw Purifying Cleanse so she burns out. Doesn't make a big difference, I guess. The boss is spawned. So what do I want to do here? I want to play like... I want to play Drip Ball. And then Animus dies, hitting the priest. Wow, this is sad. Wow, she doesn't win this. That's kind of depressing. Okay, I mean, it's not very good, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is not a great look here, but I have faith. 30. I am not dead. And that's what we care about here. I'm alive. Wait, I have enough if I play Restoration Detonation first, right? No, I'm a fool. It's okay. Alright, I'm at 2 HP. It's nothing to be concerned about unless you are worried, in which case it is something to be concerned about. But I am not concerned. It hasn't been a good start. I maintain that it's not entirely Volatile Gage's fault because this lineup is not great anyway. Like, how am I living any of this shit anyway, right? The last combat is a little bit, I don't know. I think that this is a little bit incorrect to say Volatile Gauge is the sole cause of my problems here. This is not a very good looking start. Now I can go left, I can get some health, I can pick up some base stats for Animus. Large Stone is good here. I think that's solid. What am I using my space for? Nothing. I will reroll for... Well, let's see what we see. Quick? No, quick is bad here. I am pretty sure I should not take a +10. I'm starting to think that maybe I need to play around Reform. Wow, I have no money and no health. Well, I guess I'll just leave. That's weird. I don't know if I've ever passed that event in my life, but I do not have the money or the health to take it, so no artifact for me. Starting to think about this run beyond I have Volatile Gauge, and I'm starting to realize I never hit a Razor Sharp Edge, which puts me in this weird position. The Large Stone might have been wrong. I might need to play Reforms, but I don't know. Oh, also, this is Cultivate. Okay, yeah, I have ruined this run. I see now. Because the Sentient needs to Cultivate out to Animus of Will. And that doesn't happen anymore, because the Animus has too much HP. I mean, it's not like that forever, I guess, so don't worry about it. Thinking I could throw a Purifying Cleanse at Animus, but I'm gonna hit end turn instead. I don't know, if we get out of this, it's survivable probably. I just have to figure out, like the problem that we face here is that 99% of my cards are absolutely worthless. Well, I'm not playing anything meaningful. Well, you know what? I did lose the flip on the pushback. It feels okay though because I didn't even consider that I was coin flipping, so I'm less upset. But I was coin flipping and I lost there. Which is a bit of a shame, because pushback's not going to come back up here. It's all really awkward. This start looks really bad though. I think the only thing it has going for it is Reform, and I should probably be playing around Reform in hindsight. With a little more forethought, I have an idea of what I should have been doing here. But it is what it is. I'm gonna put Purifying Cleanse on my Sentient so that she then dies and then I can reform her. Wow, this is real. This is horrific. There's no other way to put it. This is absolutely terrible. And somehow I drew 4 primitive molds on this turn. It's probably okay. I don't think I die here. 15 damage actually matters a pretty good amount. I know that cultivating Sentient on her own is not enough to win me this fight. I know that. Or sorry, I should say this run. She can win this fight for me, not the run. 20, you're alive at 5. I have very little I can do. I can do this. That's fine. And now I only take 5 more. And now the Sentient comes back to life just in time to be worthless. Thank you, Pushback Talos. Very cool. Well, I have no choice. I just have to not miss here. That's all you can say. And if I miss, it's probably for the best. Yeah, I missed. Okay. The miss here is, of course, on the turn before I needed it, I drew 4 primitive molds, and then I died. Because I can't bring back the Sentient and play Purifying Cleanse on it. And yeah, I think this run was terrible. I think there's nothing to like about this whatsoever. I lost the coin flip on Pushback Talos. I pulled all 4. I somehow missed the only card that I cared about drawing. I have 5 of it in a 25 card deck. I draw 5 at a time, and on this specific turn I drew 8 cards that didn't have it, which is just disgusting, to be honest with you. But I don't know. And now the Volatile Gauge haters, they're gonna get even more strength against me. They're gonna go, oh well, obviously you shouldn't have picked Volatile Gauge here. That was not fortunate. Like that was a bad roll. There's no way that you look at that and you go, oh yeah, obviously Volatile Gauge is bad here. Pushback Talos is on the wrong floor. If Pushback Talos goes to the other floor, that's also fine. I guess, no, I couldn't have played on the floor that Pushback Talos was on because I large stoned my unit. I don't know, man. It's frustrating to lose those. I think that Volatile Gauge isn't bad, but it just has so much trouble. No, actually, I don't even think it has trouble. I think I've just been really unlucky at the starts of these runs lately. I think it's been a real shame. That's all there is to it. I actually just think it's been unfortunate. There's not much you can do about it, really. It's just a shame. But I have faith. I really do think it's a good relic. I struggle to find it working out, I suppose, because I've had so many. I mean, I've only had 2 times now where I've taken it and it's worked like that. So I don't think it's time to throw in the towel on Volatile Gauge. I really don't. But I do feel like Volatile Gauge kind of blinded me from the reform idea I was supposed to go around with there, and that's what I can say against it. Because I was supposed to be playing around reforming my units there for sure. That was supposed to be Reform Animus, I think, but I don't actually know if that would have been very good anyway. Oh, I take damage here too? There you go. The more I play, the more I feel like I care about having a strong start. Or like a guaranteed good future, which is what Fade is, because Fade's a weak start but a good future. I think the Sentient is pretty bad. All of her paths kind of suck at the start of the run. We can play whatever the hell we want here. I'm gonna play Draft. We can play Awoken Hollow. Fine. We can play something like... What do we have here? What was my starter? Oh, it was in Snare. Okay. I'll go right. I'm fine with this. Quick 10-10. Yeah, we can just play this. Paraffin Enforcer is good. I'll probably end up playing... I don't know, because if I play a sweeper then I need to just throw the Sentient away. That's a later problem to deal with. I might just play drafts. I don't know, we can do whatever we want here. There's a lot of lines open to us here. I'm just gonna continue to play slow on the pack shards, fast on the trials. Until we're out of the early game anyway. Woken Hollow will basically solo for me if I can support him. But the early game is handled more so... I'm just gonna focus on Woken Hollow. The early game here is mostly handled by Entombed Explosive. This is our winning card, and we just reform it to win most of these fights. I missed one regen here. If I restore, I'll kill this foot soldier too, which is good. Yeah, I mean, this fight's not particularly hard to navigate, though. I thought he was at 85 for a second there. I misread that number. It's okay. We have also Winged Indulgence, which really cuts out a lot of the hard work you have to do here. Like Restoration, Detonation. I can see Molten Encasement being good for this. Yeah, like Shattered Shell with a Paraffin Enforcer infusion is good if you can keep it alive. The killer is Burnout, and I have no Burnout extensions. So I think it's actually really hard to say I want to play a Burnout line with no Burnout extenders. I think it's actually really, really hard to say that. Because this game doesn't offer you Burnout extenders after this point. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play Shattered Shell and throw Paraffin Enforcer away. That's okay. If you see a Burnout extender there, you play Sweep plus Paraffin Enforcer and you call it a day. The problem too is that Paraffin Enforcer needs to scale up with Rage, and you can't do that with Reform, because that's the Burnout extender you have here. Anyway, I'm gonna go left. I would like to make my healing cards better, please. Hold over Razor Sharp? Sure. Self-infuse Awoken Hollow? Yeah, sure. Not right away, but soon. He's gonna do a lot of heavy lifting for us. Trap Shoot? Sure. I got a lot of focusing up to do on this run, but not too bad. You can do Intrinsic Holdover Razor Sharp, but I don't think it's all that good. Intrinsic Holdover and Snare is kind of cute. Maybe just Intrinsic Trap Shoot. Intrinsic Spell Chain Trap Shoot doesn't sound bad either. Go -1 Holdover Razor Sharp for sure. I wonder if you're supposed to hold over a healing card. I've had so much trouble with healing lately. I wonder if like holdover +10 Restoration Detonation is what I'm supposed to do. I'm actually down for Intrinsic Trap Shoot. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't like it that much, actually. Because what if I don't draw my Shattered Shell on turn 1? You know, it does give me time to set up, though. Alright, I'll do it. This is a very far away use. It's not going to be good until we're in the Divinity fight. And up until then, it's going to be completely worthless. But, you know what? It's fine. For now. So the problem that this run faces now, of course, is that I have to like put it together after taking a bunch of stuff that was not good for this run. Specifically, like draft all of the primitive molds. I didn't pick those, but you get the idea. I'm gonna just end my turn here. Problem I face is the bombs. Yeah. I wish I had a quick or something of that nature. Oh, I did. You know what? I didn't draw Vine Grasp. I didn't draw Shattered Shell, which is an interesting situation here. I can't play these units. We take 4, but it lets Shattered Shell get a lot of kills. Well, this lets Shattered Shell get 1, 2, it's 3 kills, but I think I need to heal more than anything else. I have no Vine Grasp, so I am going to have Awoken Hollow tank a bomb here. It's almost certain that it goes to top 4 next turn. Almost certain. So I want to plan for that as best as I can. There's not a whole lot you can do other than have quick, unfortunately. But I can take out one of the guys, which is going to be nice at least. But yeah, this is kind of what I expected here. Double barrel leaves very little room for anything else here. But we have many other units to frontline with, so it's not so bad. 47, 18. I probably have to drop the holdover, and then I have to frontline with the other Awoken Hollow. We'll see how it goes here. Or the Sentient might be good. Awoken Hollow gives me... Awoken Hollow gets the consumed restore though, so that's more than 30, yeah. This has to be the right idea. It's a pretty good draw. The other Awoken Hollow. Go get him, buddy. 51-22. I think we're okay. One more heal and we are just under the damage threshold. Dude, these starts are so dire. Starting to hate Awoken the more I play it, I swear. Blackton Spike, haha, I'm not playing that as my burnout card. Wickless Recruitment also doesn't work because the burnout synergy needs to have burnout. My least favorite part about melting. I was gonna say we should just self-infuse Shattered Shell for the scaling, but a quick is pretty good as well. I have to sit on it for a really long time though. Whereas if I do the self-infuse idea, I don't have to sit on a worthless unit for a really long time. I can just find quick in the shop. That's what I'll tell myself here. I'll just find a quick here. Don't give me any more units, I beg you. Intrinsic Spell Chain again. Oh, look at that, a quick in the shop. Very nice. The Shattered Shell takes a quick. He works very well with it here. And then I'm going to do the sacrifice of Awoken Hollow into Awoken Hollow. Looks good, looks good. And then I would like to play... Well, I'd like to reroll and play a multi-strike here, but I can't afford it. So I'm going to pay 60 to remove Paraffin Enforcer. I'm not playing the Sentient anymore. This unit no longer exists. It's a bit of a shame that in this run my champion is now a curse, but what can you do? I'm not gonna take multi-strike. This combat's really scary. We have no good answer to most of the frontline enemies, other than Entombed Explosive and tank damage. My damage scaling is pretty low. Intrinsic Trap Shoot looks really bad now. It's horrible. I don't know what I'll do about that. Probably nothing. Need to ensnare something for the draw. I think I jumped the gun on Intrinsic Trap Shoot, but that's not a surprise, is it? Not gonna sweat too much that damage I take here. You're terrible. Pull him to the front at least. That's a really awful wave for 35 pack shards. What the hell, Monster Train? What is this? We're up to 41, which isn't bad. This entire combat and most of this run is going to be carried by double Entombed Explosive, though. Yeah, that looks about what I expected. It's fine. It puts 45 onto the guy I care about. Lets me come pretty close to killing him. I only have to get hit by him one time. If I need to get rid of all these units, basically, is all there is to say. I need to make like 10 removals and then this run looks okay. Because I can't heal, and I can't heal because I have so many units in the way. And I don't want to play them because I want to be playing the primitive molds on Entombed Explosive and not anything else. It's a real issue. Because I have like 10 or something units. I have 4 Train Stewards, 3 Tombs. In Giraffe, I have 8 units. Oh, and the Sentient, but the Sentient doesn't really count. I care more about... I don't know, man. Awake is so hard to play. It's so expensive. And I care about the actual Rejuvenate procs more. But eventually... No, with Quick, it's better to just go with Engraft, I think. Damage output's a lot lower. We can pick up something like Engulfed and Smoke, too. Okay, that's it. I'm drawing the line there. I'm not adding any more cards to this run. I'm gonna go, unfortunately, to the right. I'll go to this steel shop. As I planned, I need to get rid of all of these units. These Train Stewards need to go. Anything in here I care about? Fine Grasp every turn is okay, but give me the Horde. Endless? I think it's okay. It lets me play the Entombed Explosive every turn. And that's decent. It's a lot of damage. Votive Key is usually a good pick. You play Resin Block with it. But no, I'm gonna spend 90 more on a Train Steward removal. There's money in the next area, but I'm not gonna put... Oh, there's a lot of money in the next area. I'm gonna go, though. We're a lot closer to being where I want to be. Heaven Seal? Absolutely not. Hell no, I'm not playing Heaven Seal here. Yeah, my turn 1s look awkward because I played this Trap Shoot Intrinsic. I think I was trying to be too smart with it. Without a multi-strike, this does also look a little bit scary. I have enough, like, random bullshit to throw where I'm not getting absolutely blasted, but I'm gonna start taking some pretty big hits out here, I think. Some career-ending hits, I fear. Yeah, like, the next turn doesn't look good. Yeah, but I drew a root. That's another way we could bring this run into line, is if we pulled the root on the top 4. On the bright side, there's not a whole lot of thinking that's required with this run. You can be very head empty with it. And once my man gets there, I mean, he doesn't look too bad. Definitely daze the boss. And then waste it? No, don't waste it. Definitely daze the boss. Hope it's enough. I know we drew another step. It's still not enough? Oh, get this guy out of here. God. It's tough fights. It's very tough fights. Sweep is rough for us there, to be fair. Edge Prior? Could infuse Edge Prior onto the onto the Shattered Shell. That sounds horrifying. I'm not doing that. I'm taking a grab. I could infuse Edge Prior onto the Shattered Shell. What an awful idea. If we hit multi-strike here, I think this run is fine. Train Steward's out. Giraffe is out. Now we've mostly corralled this deck down. Okay, we did not hit multi-strike, so I think we are actually in a terrible place. I have no idea what I'm going to do about this. I'm honestly probably just going to die. If I were to take a shot in the dark as to what my plan is into Arcus, I think it's going to be to pass away. I don't have a... no notes. My main note here is I should not do this Intrinsic on Trap Shoot, as cool as it sounded at the time. I'm gonna cut out Primitive Mold. I'm gonna try to get this deck down a few cards. I think that's the only thing I can do to make Arcus any better now. Shadow Arcus, it is like playable at least. Unless there's a Days on bottom for it. Yeah, I don't like this game. That is very bad. Because I also just... I guess I can play Shattered Shell? Okay. So I have to put Shattered Shell bottom floor, Trap Shoot here, Razor Sharp, and then the Sentient goes above. And the Sentient doesn't even kill the Absolver, because the Absolvers do 0 damage. Which is hilarious. But, oh my god, and the Marksman is dazed. Dodged Ember Drain and then just let this guy walk on me. Monster Train! No! My own fault. I needed to play top 4, but I dodged Ember Drain. It was the right play. Until it made me take a 28 there. It's not a reset yet. We're still alive. For now. Fortunately, I think I need the stealth if I'm ever going to win this fight. Shattered Shell's having a lot of trouble, but we do get some free rounds on Arcus now, which is good. I'm dead as fuck here. What a horror. I don't kill anything, man. I don't kill anything. Shattered Shell. This unit without multi-strike is a fucking joke. Like, he's just an absolute joke without multi-strike, I feel. What does he do here? He barely gets to a point where he can even kill anything. But maybe we can slip out of this one somehow. 182? There's no fucking way. Let's call this like it is. There's no chance we're coming out of this alive. But we have Endless, so we're actually gonna be fine. Unfortunate. I don't know, man. I've had so much trouble lately with Awoken, I feel like. Awoken Melting also seems like an awful clan combo, to be fair. I'm gonna skip. Like, what the hell do you do as this clan? What's the win condition? Is it Shattered Shell? I don't know. Because without multi-strike, he feels like an absolute, like, worthless piece of shit. I have to go left here. Like, I have to go left here because I won't be able to make it to the end of the game if I don't. Unfortunately. Shattered Shell goes into Shattered Shell. Now he doubles his scaling and... I don't know. For the greater good? The problem here is if I go melee weakness, my man doesn't have multi-strike. The melee weakness is completely wasted. So what? I'm gonna go sap on who? On Awoken Hollow? I don't think so. I should have put plus 25s on Awoken Hollow, by the way. That absolutely just slipped my mind. There should be plus 25s on this guy. I actually think that I don't want any of this. I mean, I guess... I guess it's fine to go... Hang on, does this work? I don't know if this works, actually. I bet this works as a way to apply melee weakness. Let's try that. I thought about it a little more. That might be playable. Cultivating Sentient. Sometimes she'll be able to give us one draw. This is my problem though. I feel like the Sentient just ends up being worthless in so many runs. Purge Stone and Primitive Mold. And we move on. Specifically, I hate that Spike Sentient clashes so hard with Shattered Shell. I'm dead as fuck here. There is no killing this unit. There is no way. Without a multi-strike too. With a multi-strike, I think this would be survivable, but without it, what are you gonna do here? Well, there's only really one answer, unfortunately. I have to play the Sentient. I don't have a choice on that matter. It's the only way I can even conceive of killing this Gilded One, is if I can then rip an Entombed Explosive off the top there, which I was unable to do. can root you? Yeah, I'm losing so many slays for Shattered Shell here, though. It's really tragic. Yeah. I can root, I guess. I mean, it doesn't make a big difference, I don't expect. But maybe the root will make a difference, who knows? Because now here comes Entombed Explosive. Oh, it doesn't even work. That shit doesn't even work. Okay. Well. Actually, I'm really surprised that that doesn't work. I think that that should work. What do you think? Does this make sense to you? I feel like it should hit. You can put me out of my misery now. I'm ready to die. This run is terrible. I have no idea what I should do differently on this run. I don't know what I mean, on the last run... on the last run you have to play around primitive mold, but I actually just think that this clan combo sucks ass. I think that Awoken struggles a lot, but I shouldn't have large stoned the Animus in the last one. I had to play around Reforming. But playing around Reforming is harder when you're playing with Volatile Gauge. And in this run... I don't know, man. You can't play Burnout because there's no Burnout extenders. Although, I did hit a Lady of the Reformed, so I guess I could have bet the run on Lady of the Reformed, but that doesn't seem right when I have Awoken Hollow and Shattered Shell. Yeah, I mean, if I hit a multi-strike in this run, I would win it for sure. There's no doubt about that. One multi-strike in this run comes to its conclusion very, very favorably, but... Or if it's a different combat there, because then I can use the Entombed Explosives to soften up the first wave. But that specific combat checkmates me too. I think this run's a little unlucky. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.